Hello, folks. This is Joe from MIGeekScene. I'm at the Michigan Renaissance Festival with Harmless the Danger Juggler.
That's me.
Wow, amazing. It is. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing great. How are you, Joe?
Not too bad. How's the fair been treating you?
I love the Michigan Fair. It's my favorite Renaissance festival in the entire country that I have yet been to. I love the people. I love the crowds. Michigan people are crazy, and I love that. I love having those people in my audience.
Most excellent. Well, for the audience that doesn't know who you are, tell them about your show.
Well, I do the Harmless Danger Juggling show, so it's a lot of knives, a lot of sharp things, a lot of things that are on fire. I have a flaming axe, I have a flaming chainsword, I have animal traps and sickles and knives and torches. I'm just, the only thing I don't have really is a sense of self-preservation.
That's for sure. I mean, I saw your act last, 2 weekends ago at the opening weekend. By the time this comes out, people are like, what are they talking about? Nonetheless, when I checked out your show, I thought it was amazing, especially you being on a balance board while juggling all that. So I was like, I took a crap ton of photos of you. I'll just put that thing on.
I'm so glad, yeah.
Rapid shot, and try to get the best ones out there.
Yeah.
But no, I enjoyed your show. I think it's amazing. So, as not as a performer, but as a patron, what was your first experience to the Ren Faire world?
I actually went to my very first Renaissance festival. I think I was 9 years old, and I went as a performer.
Ooh.
My dad was a juggler and comedian and fire eater and unicyclist. And so when I was very, very small, about 6 years old, my dad taught me how to juggle, and I never really recovered from that. So the first time I went to a Renaissance festival, it was the Norman, Oklahoma Medieval Fair, and I was performing with my dad.
Sir, there's always time for recovery.
Yeah,
Just remember that.
The first step is admitting you have a problem, and I just don't think juggling is that big of a problem yet. I still have all 10 fingers, so we'll see how it plays out.
Give it time, sir.
Yeah.
Give it time. This will bring about your ruin.
Yeah, well, a lot of people wonder how they're going to die. I only wonder when.
I already know how I'm going to die, how morbid this is. Face down, dead in the ditch, alone and unloved. All right, back to the interview.
I mean, I don't know you that well, but it seems like you know yourself pretty well. I dig that.
Yes.
I've always wanted one of two phrases, one or both of the following phrases to be associated with my death. The first one is, in a publicity stunt gone horribly wrong, ... And the other one is, unfortunately, his remains could not be recovered.
The phrase that's usually associated with me is, if it's free, it's for me. And that regards for food, folks, and everything else. Well... I was going to ask what prompted you to do all this, but never mind, since you've been doing this since a young age.
I did. I grew up in it. I actually took my first bow when I was 2 years old.
Oh, amazing.
My dad was in the middle of a show, and I tottered up on stage and threw my hands up and took a bow, stood back up, and tottered off stage. I don't remember this. I've obviously been told, but it's in my blood, man. I've always done it.
Any Spinal Tap moments while performing?
You mean like the Stonehenge is too small or too big, or?
Oh, just comedic mishaps.
Oh,
I wouldn't expect you to
tons.
turn yours up to 11.
I actually, I've dropped things and I've fallen off of things, and I once wiped out on the unicycle in front of a huge group of kids, and it was actually, I almost fell on the front row of children.
Oh my goodness!
I was in a gymnasium, and
that would have been a local man. News story.
Right, that would have been terrible. But I did a sharp turn on the unicycle, and it slid out from under me, and I fell down, and I was like looking into the eyes of the front row of kids, and I kind of, ha!
Did you do the old jazz take, like, I meant to do that?
No, I don't like pretending like I mean to mess up. I think it's a lot funnier to be just genuine and be like, hey guys, I just messed up, and now I'm going to juggle knives.
All right, and for a brief glimpse into the person behind the performer, although you're both the same thing.
It's true.
From the understanding that you enjoy video games.
Oh, I do, man. I just got the new 3DS XL Super. It's the one with the C-stick on the side.
Because I was going to say, what version of that, though?
The latest version. You
didn't get a special edition?
I didn't get like the Super Nintendo one?
Yeah.
Or the Nintendo? I wanted one, and I looked online, but they were going for like twice retail, and I don't like it that much. I can get a shell for it, I'll put some stickers on it.
Or you're going to just paint over it if you were that.
But I'm playing Super Mario 3D World. I'm playing Monster Hunter Generations. I'm playing Pokemon Ruby, Omega Ruby, in preparation for Pokemon Moon.
Okay.
Who would get Sun? I don't even understand that.
I stopped at Yellow.
And on the PlayStation, I'm playing Fallout 4, Witcher 3, I like grand, epic games that I can sink my entire life into.
Most excellent.
Yeah.
Any favorite games of all times, not from current?
Chrono Trigger.
Nice.
Chrono Trigger on the Super Nintendo is the best game ever made, and I'll fight anybody who says otherwise.
But I really enjoy Castlevania Symphony of the Night for the PlayStation 1.
Oh, that's another good one. That's a really good one.
Top 5 for me.
I've bought Symphony of the Night at least 5 times. I bought it on the PlayStation 1, I think twice. I bought it on the PlayStation 2 as a download.
Okay.
And the PlayStation 3.
It's a good game, dude.
I bought it on the PlayStation Vita.
I have one of those.
And I'm sure, that I've downloaded it legally for an emulator or two.
Dude, it's a quality game.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the cool thing about this, I know this has nothing to do with you, but have you checked out Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, which is the spiritual successor to Symphony of the Night? Koji Igarashi, the guy who was pretty much the main person behind Symphony of the Night.
Right.
He's like, well, screw you, Konami, because you've been screwing everyone over. I'm out. I'm going to go make my own game. So he started up a Kickstarter for it, and this is the spiritual successor to Symphony of the Night. And it hasn't came out yet because I Kickstarted it. It's supposed to be out March 2017, and you can get it for the PS4 as well.
PS4?
And this is supposed to be his biggest Metroidvania game ever, like with over 1,600 rooms.
That's super exciting. 1,600 rooms?
Yes.
And you said March 2017? Tell me what it's called again. I might have you write this down in a second.
Ritual of the Night.
Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. I can remember that. That's a Saturday.
I mean, you can look up trailers for it. I mean, it's like a 2.5D type game.
Yeah. So that's very exciting.
It's not
I didn't know about that.
It's not sprites. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be out in March 2017.
Okay.
All right, well, as we're wrapping this up, because I know you got to go somewhere pretty soon, if people wanted to find you online, where could they find you?
Oh, I can be found at dangerjuggler.com. That's dangerjuggler.com. Like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, tag me on Instagram, swipe right on Tinder. I'm everywhere.
And also, last question, what would you like to say to your fans?
Oh, thank you. I love you guys more than you love me, probably, statistically speaking. I've had some beautiful folks today that have come out and come to every single show, and that's... yeah, I'm talking about you, buddy.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh, Beautiful Joe, that's what they call him.
Yes.
But I love seeing people who are here to see me, and for people that come to see me specifically and tell me that they're here to see me, I try to send them home with a wristband or a Band-Aid case or some sort of little merch that I have. Yeah, he does.
Not on me, but I still have it.
Vote Harmless.
All right, well, folks, this is Joe from MIGeekScene with Harmless the Danger Juggler at the Michigan Renaissance Festival. Take it easy.